Good morning, Ravens.
Welcome to the senior edition of ONW Now.
Today's episode is going to be jam-packed with familiar faces, as every senior is anchoring today.
There will also be a ton of familiar stories, as some of the seniors have chosen their favorite story to replay from this last year.
For the last time from your class of 2024, let's roll that intro.
Yo!
What's good, Ravens? Sadly, your two favorite seniors, Cam and I, are graduating, so let's get the show started with your favorite segment from this year.
ONW Whips.
What's up, Ravens? I'm the Big CO, and welcome back to another segment of Nest News. Today we're doing ONW Whips, so I took it to a couple of Ravens to see what we're driving out here. First, let's take a look at mine. Alright, well anyways, we got my 2016 Genesis Coupe, We got nice leather seats, very comfortable, frameless doors, I look sleek. Zoom in on this. 3.8 V6 for a ton of power, pushing like 3 million horsepower, going 300,000 miles an hour. But let's take it to some other Ravens and see what they're driving.
My name's Beckett Knight. I drive a 2012 Tundra. As fuzzy as can be, it kind of helps. It helps with sliding, of course, when legally done. It just slides through the hands better instead of the leather steering wheel it normally has.
Oh, hey, my name's Nick Woodworth, and this is my '89 Toyota Supra. I have a love-hate relationship with this car. Honestly, right now, I'm just glad that the smoke that was coming out of my car when it was first turning on was not coolant.
I'm Mason Browning. It's my 2007 Acura TSX. Sorry, I was just looking at this $100,000 machine right here. Yeah, 700 horsepower. Your Hellcat, it's got nothing, bro. It's like super old, so you see like super cracked, Thanks for watching.
Once again, I hope y'all enjoyed ONW Whips. I had a great time making it. But now, next up, as you know, it's Teacher Appreciation Week.
And Meredith Samuelson took it to the halls.
But before we get too far, it's the last time that I could really say this on a public stage. Danny, I love you. Every single day, I see your outfits, and they just inspire me. And there'll be times where I feel like I'm not the best to you. There are some days where I make some comments about your outfits, but at the end of the day, it's all love, man. I love you, man.
Thank you.
Me too, Danny.
Thank you, dude.
We all love you, man.
Anyways, Meredith Samuelson just took it to the halls to see how the ONW students appreciate our teachers. So let's roll that story.
This week at Olathe Northwest is Teacher Appreciation Week.
Teacher Appreciation Week is an opportunity for us as a community and as a school leadership to recognize the hard work and the efforts of our teachers and support staff all year long. Probably every week should be Teacher Appreciation Week, but we celebrated basically the first full week of May.
This week shows our teachers' hard work and dedication to the school by celebrating them.
I think this has been really cool. We got breakfast this morning. I think all the perks that we get this week, that's really enjoyable to, feel that people really appreciate us for what we do.
We do coffee for our teachers all week long. Tomorrow after school, we'll do an ice cream treat right after school, and then on Thursday we're going to do a kind of a grill cookout for lunch for teachers.
At Olathe Northwest, we appreciate all that our teachers do. For the Raven Network, this has been Meredith Samuelson.
Hey Ravens, I'm Michael Kirby.
I'm Madison Graham.
And I'm Anna Baritone.
Remember The Bachelorette?
Taylor Waynes, a former ONW student, had the opportunity to be on The Bachelor.
Michael Kirby has more on the story.
I would say I just want them to know that I was true to myself the whole time, and I feel like Although I didn't make it super far, I had a great time and I made a lot of awesome friendships.
Taylor Weens, an Olathe Northwest alum, was recently on ABC's The Bachelor. Let's explore on how Taylor reflected on her time and everything that happened to be on the show.
Steps, lots of phone calls, lots of interviews, lots of tests. They do it all to make sure that we're good to go for it.
One of Taylor's close friends submitted her as a joke until Taylor got accepted onto the show. After the long application process was over, Taylor discusses how the viewers perceived her as a villain.
So I knew going into this that I wasn't going to be America's sweetheart. I'm blunt, I'm outspoken, and I say what I feel, and I'm not one to just be the nice, sweet girl. And so I knew that the viewers would definitely view me a certain way, but all I care about is what my family and friends think of me.
Even though Taylor's not America's sweetheart, she still weighs in on representing Kansas and Olathe Northwest.
Yeah, I was super bummed that I was from Chicago, but Riley, on my thing that she submitted, obviously my address is Chicago, so that's what they used. But it felt super great to be able to represent Kansas, Chicago, ONW, the Midwest as a whole. I loved it so much.
Taylor's time might have ended sooner than expected, but she shared some final thoughts on her time from the show.
I'm feeling good. I definitely was bummed to leave the girls. Like I said, I make great relationships with them.
Taylor stated that she has learned to sit up straight and watch her facials, but knew she stayed true to herself. Even though Taylor has been eliminated, you can still watch The Bachelor on ABC at 7 p.m. Central Time every Monday. For the Raven Network, this has been Michael Kirby.
Thanks, Michael. You guys like plants?
Yeah, I even like a couple bushes.
Well, you could say that again. Well, if you've ever wanted to spice up your life, there was a plant sale this last week at Olathe Northwest.
On May 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, ONW's Horticulture 1 and 2 had their first plant sale. The horticulture students shared more about their preparations and more details about the event.
So all semester long, we've been prepping for this plant sale. We had to transplant the seeds into what they look like today to the real plants, and we've been helping get the greenhouse super organized and ready for the sale this week. We plan to have way more events like these so that we can continue fundraising for this program and into what the horticulture club is going to look like next year.
I'll be walking around helping customers and talking through reasons why they should buy each plant. I also have been making the signs. Making money is a great way for us to be able to make more plants and teach kids how to grow different things.
This plant sale is for benefiting the horticulture program at ONW to open up new opportunities for students.
So the plant sale, this horticulture 1 and 2 have been growing all year, especially second semester, all of those plants in the garden and in the greenhouse. And so we're going to do a sale open to the public and to staff and students, families, and then that money will eventually go to the horticulture club so that in the future we can have enough to do some field trips and buy new supplies, equipment. We're kind of dealing with really old stuff. So
the plant sale was beneficial not only to raise money, but also to teach others about plant care. For the Raven Network, this has been Jada Lee.
That reminds me, I should probably water my plants.
Same. I have a monstera. His name's Montel. He's actually thriving.
I have a little succulent plant, but it's been on my desk for a little too long.
I kill all my succulents, ironically. Well, my personal favorite story this year, along with my junior partner, Maklit Zudi, was the Maiden KC Marketplace. They gave us free coffee, and it was really fun to produce. We also loved how it turned out, and we hope you do too.
After the commercial break right before game day.
So Maiden KC Marketplace is a place where local artists and artisans can come and sell their products.
Everything in the store is locally made and owned, even if it's not Kansas City themed, just like this honey.
Yes, you have to be local to Kansas City, and there's a percentage of the product that has to be manufactured or designed in the city. I'm not quite sure of the exact number, but there is a requirement.
Right now, with the Chiefs going to the Super Bowl and Travis Kelce dating one of the most successful musicians, people are going crazy for Kansas City gear.
Oh, well, right now it's all things Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. Other than that, it's just, Sandlot hats are very popular. We have our pantry items. Barbecue sauce is also another one that just flies off the shelves all the time.
It's a lot of fun working here. The people are great.
every time we get new inventory, it's like Christmas time. Like, you know, you open the boxes and see what's new.
Besides merchandise, they also have a bar and cafe. It's all locally roasted, all locally brewed, distilled. We also get pastries from Scratch Bakery, and I help run the shuffleboard lanes as well. Maiden KC is truly a triple threat. Merchandise, food and drink, and even full-length shuffleboard. It's pay to play, so you can rent it by either a half hour or a full hour. Weekdays, you get a little bit of a better deal than weekends. It's like $15 for 30 minutes and $20 for an hour.
It's homegrown, right? The vendors are local. And so it just brings all the profit revenue back into the community.
We always have a different local roaster of the month. So we always have a certain kind of coffee for our house coffee, but then we also have a different smaller coffee shop that we'll pull beans from. And so you can have a different roast. We also rotate different beers on our tap. So even if you've come in once, you might come in the next time and have totally different options available to you that you can try. Ravens, make sure you go out and support your local businesses. For ONW Now, this has been Keely Loney. Now back to the desk.
Sup, you beautiful guy. Welcome back to the final edition of Game Day.
Well, Corey and I have been in some interesting sports shows together. Feels fitting to end the year with all of the students in SID.
We've been through so much fun together and so much tragedy, but it's just been great to be able to spend time with so many incredible people. And Adam.
It's really great to spread my interest. It's really great to share personal opinions, and people listen sometimes, which is fun.
Well, Adam, I know the best way to send you off. You know, all 4 years you've been in this program. Let's just send you off with a woman's sport.
Here we go. Boy, oh boy, this past Tuesday, the softball team took on Olathe North for their final game of the regular season.
The team took an early 1-0 lead thanks to a single home run from Bree Severino, but the team wasn't able to hold on to it.
The Eagles struck back and took a 4-1 lead until Lily Winwright hit a single home run to bring the Ravens within 2.
Unfortunately, it wouldn't be enough as the Eagles would take a 7-2 lead and win the game.
Now the team looks ahead to the regionals next Tuesday with the opponent yet to be determined.
What's up, guys? Riley Murray, William Penn University.
Jackson Hopper, unemployed.
Keeping the sports train rolling, the girls swim and dive team took 5th at the Varsity Sunflower League Championship meet this weekend.
Top scorers for the meet were medley relay of Caroline Griffin, Anne Marie King, Jada Lee, and JC Gilmore placed 8th. Emma Branstrom placed 7th in the 200 free. Angela McCoy, Carrie Wong, and Anne Marie King placed 3rd, 9th, and 10th.
Caroline Griffin placed 14th in the 50 free. Addie Hurley, Jocelyn Rice, and Addison Koutsi placed 3rd, 8th, and 11th in diving. Angela McCoy and Jada Lee placed 6th and 11th in the butterfly. Emma Branstrom, Carrie Wong, and Caroline Griffin placed 6th, 8th, and 10th in the 500 free.
In the 200 free relay, the team of Jada Lee, Carrie Wong, Emma Branstrom, and Angela McCoy took 6th, and Kate Kelly took 15th in backstroke.
Anne-Marie King placed 7th in the 100 breaststroke. The 400 free relay of Angela McCoy, Emma Branstrom, Anne-Marie King, and Carrie Wong took 7th. The girls' next meet is Wednesday at 3:30 at SMAC for their last chance before state. And the Ravens, we're going to pass it to Evan and Zach for game day.
Last Friday, our boys tennis team took on regionals at CBAC.
The team battled it out, and coming on tip were 2 sophomores, Aiden Mesterly and Brian Branstrom, who both qualified for the state tournament after placing 4th at some tough regional competition.
Now that it's coming down to the final weeks of tennis, the boys compete in Wichita for the state title this Friday.
Let's cheer on these boys as it's their final week of their season.
Now, Carol at the desk.
What's
What's up, Ravens? It's Jillian Huckabee with
Caroline Mirich, and today we're bringing you track and field.
The boys and girls track and field teams competed in the annual Shawnee Mission North Relays last Friday. Overall, the girls team had a dominant performance with many girls placing in their individual events.
These performances include Val Galligan sweeping all the throwing events, taking first in javelin, shot put, and discus, and not far behind her is Kendall Yarnell taking second in discus.
On the track, the girls 4x4 team set a new school record of 4 minutes and 95 seconds, which includes Bryn Lewis, Allie Gillespie, Zori Primavera, and JC Hackler placing 5th overall.
The 4x1 team, including Marley Everett, JC Hackler, Ashlyn Gaughan, and Mishna Aretis, and the girls 4x8 team of Zori Primavera, Allie Gillespie, Bryn Lewis, and Kate Schneider, which both set season best times. Great job, ladies.
The boys competed well last Friday with the 4x8 team of Dexter Favreau, Benji Herbst, Carson Matson, and Caleb Vanderberg running a season best and placing 7th overall.
Congrats to all the athletes who competed at Shawnee Mission North Relays last Friday. Raven Nation is so proud of you. We'll send it on to Chris and Matt next.
Moving on to girls soccer, the ladies took on Olathe North this Tuesday and once again came out victorious.
The final score was 3-1 with goals from, of course, JC Hackler, who weaved through the whole entire Eagles defense for the opening goal late in the first, making it 1-0 going into half.
North would then hit the equalizer, but it wouldn't stay like that for long as Ava Patterson dotted up Mia Klopfenstein in the box on a beautiful corner kick to put the Ravens in the lead.
We wouldn't look back from there as Ruby Wexler sank the dagger from way downtown to put the cherry on top.
Their final regular season game is today against Shawnee Mission South at Shawnee Mission Soccer Complex. Good luck, ladies.
On to Drew at the desk.
What's up, Ravens? My name is Wyatt McDonald.
And it's Drew Sheets, and our Raven baseball team is red hot.
Last night, the Ravens took down the Mill Valley Jaguars in a crucial season-deciding game to keep them alive as they fight for a place in regionals.
Lance Alexander led the charge for the Ravens on the mound as he tossed a gem of a game with a complete game shutout behind 7 scoreless innings, 9 strikeouts, 3 hits, 2 walks, and 0 earned runs.
Dash Engel was the bright spot for the Ravens offense as he went big, launching a home run over the left center fence to give the Ravens the lead and the eventual win.
Tonight, the Ravens take on the Shawnee Mission North Bison for a chance to go dancing on in the regionals. Brett Piercy has a star on the mound. Don't make him press that red button.
It's going to be exciting to see how the team does today and for the remainder of the season. Sadly, that's the time that we got for now. This has been Wyatt McDonald.
Andrew Sheets.
Well, now we're going to be talking about boys golf, and we'd like to shout out 2 very special people, John Acumen and Gretchen Renfro, who can't be on the show today, but here we go. Drew, kick us off.
For boys golf, the last leg of Sunflower League was canceled on the team, so that they opted for a duel against Olathe South at Sunflower Hills.
The boys beat the Falcons convincingly, led by junior Nick Van Weingarten with a 72 and junior Blake Winter with a 76.
Now the boys look on the regionals at Prairie Highlands starting Monday as they hope to bring home a regional title and punch their ticket to the state tournament in a few weeks.
That's it for this edition of Senior Game Day. For the final time, sadly, signing off, this has been Wyatt McDonald
and Drew Sheets.
I'm just going to say what everybody's thinking. Thank God game day's over. Back to us.
As you know, Keely, going to Bass Pro with my partner Jack was my favorite story of this year. You can't go wrong with an interview with Santa Claus. So I think it's time to throw it back to Christmas and right over to that story. Get out of my shot.
No, that's the whole point. Okay, I don't think you're ready.
Many people have traditions around the holidays. Even Santa himself has some Christmas traditions. I'm here with Dee's Santa Claus, and Santa, we're wondering, what gets you in the holiday spirit?
Well, I have the holiday spirit all year round. I like to eat candy canes, but other than that, I just have the holiday spirit all year round.
Santa's workshop at Bass Pro is a beloved tradition. That's really good, and I was wondering, what are some traditions that you and your elves have around Christmas?
Well, my favorite tradition that we have is that when we decorate our great big giant Christmas tree, I like to fix everybody a cup of hot cocoa and turn off all the lights except for the tree, and then we all sit back and sip our cocoa and watch the twinkling lights. It's one of my favorite things to do.
All right, and one more question. What's your favorite thing that a kid has ever asked for Christmas?
I guess I had a little boy yesterday who asked me for a battleship, and I thought that was pretty funny. Like, where is he going to put a battleship?
Sadly, it's time to leave Santa's Wonderland. For ONW Now, this has been Ash Hunt.
Since we are counting down the days till the seniors' last day,
one of my very own classmates went around the halls and caught up with some seniors.
Let's send it on over to Ashlyn Vaughn for more on the story.
Okay, who am I here with?
Walter Jenkins.
And what was your favorite part of senior year?
Probably the homecoming game for football.
Thank you. What's your name?
Carson Bell.
And what was your favorite part of senior year?
Oh no, hanging out with friends, going to football games.
What's your name?
Dallas Keaton.
And what are your plans for after high school?
Attending KU physical therapy program and help others, yeah.
As we're wrapping up the 2024 school year, it's time to start saying goodbye to our seniors. Today, we talked to some of them in the halls. What's your name?
Allie.
And what's your plan for after high school?
I'm going to K-State.
Thank you. What's your name?
I'm Mia.
I'm Emily.
And what are your guys' plans for after high school?
Going to KU and rooming with her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. What's your name?
Logan Burnett.
What will you always remember about high school?
Probably playing basketball. That's what I'll remember the most.
What's your name?
Soham Yadav.
And what's your favorite part of high school?
Making friends over all 4 years.
What's your name?
Tanner Wyatt.
And what are your plans after high school?
I'm going to the University of Arkansas to study finance.
Thank you. We will miss you all very much. It's sad to see you go. For the Raven Network, this has been Ashlyn Vaughn.
Unfortunately, our time is up.
As always, make sure you follow our social media at the Raven Network.
For the last time ever, this has been Michael Kirby,
Autumn Bertold,
Madison Graham, Caroline Mirich,
Danny Tarek,
Riley Murray,
Jillian Huckabee,
Matt M. Semembo, Zach Koech,
Adam Donner,
Evan Stanfield,
Wyatt McDonald,
the big CO Cameron Owsley,
David W. Manning,
Drew Sheets,
Corey Barnes,
Jackson Hopper,
Chris McCormick,
Keely Loney,
And Ash Hunt.
Raven Nation,
let's fly!